Hey everyone, Jay here from Team 80 Racing. Right. Today I've had a bit of a busy one, but I'm on my break now. So I just thought for all you guys out there, after the majority of racing I've done through my life, being RC car racing and motocross with, various people, ACU and everything else, Nora and that, and just club days. And, it's like, for me now, I'm in my late 40s and I miss the serious competitive racing. Like RC, I started when I was 11 and started progressing. I really got into it seriously when I was 16, I think it was. And I picked up some driving with Kev's Race Bits and various other people. I went from Lossy to Associated, some Schumacher cars, up through the company brands. And I always went back to the Lossy cars. I just kind of clicked with that car and I stuck with it. My first Lossy car was a double X CR, which weighed a ton, but I loved it. And then I moved up to the Lossy Triple X, which I've still got now. And believe it or not, I actually got five of them in my collection. Being that the CR is my favourite one, which came out in 2007, I believe. Yeah, so I've still got that and my 2007 shell on it. So yeah, so up through the years, I've changed from Lossy, Schumacher, and all other ones. But my favourite two-wheel drive buggy to this day now, that is competitive, is the 210, believe it or not. And that company is no longer with us. Um, so unfortunately, I think they went bust some years back. But Schumacher's still going strong, Associated going strong. They developing new cars all the time. TLR going strong as well now. Because Lossy actually, as far as I know, they kind of went under, and then TLR brand came out, stepping in. So they've had like five or six different cars since I finished now, which is the 22 series, and I've got all them as well now. Um, but yes, there are different brands all the time now, and different places you can race. That's BRCA most of it with the RC stuff. And to be honest now, I don't do the BRCA due to personal reasons. So I doubt I'll ever go back to RC racing within that community, so to speak. Um, but yeah, so I'm just bike now. It's all bike for me. Like difference between biking and RC car. It's like you stand with RC cars. You're standing on a rostrum. There's 10 of you on a track. You're all standing next to each other. You go off when the light goes off and the beeper tells you, and you're chasing each other down, but it's not like the real thing. It's like you're on a bike, on a motocross or supermoto or road bike. You're going down the straight, you put the bike through the turn, you're on the brakes yourself, fingers, feet. You're not doing that with an RC car. It's just sticks and fingers, and the electrics are doing all the work for you. Yeah, you do have a buzz, but you're not in the car. And sometimes that just separates the whole sport for me. RC car racing, yes, you can get serious, you can be competitive, but it just doesn't step up to the mark of being on a motocross bike or supermoto or sports road bike on a track, going 100 plus mile an hour into a turn on the brakes and backing in and so to speak and jumping. It just don't, you know, make it for me. Like the bike is the top dog for me personally, and I'll always go back to that if I had to pick the two. If somebody said, Al, it's like cars or bikes, it would be the bikes. But the reason I'm saying Al is because of my middle name. So, because being I'm J. Allen Davis, but everyone knows me as Al around, yeah. Yeah, so if you ever get into RC racing, think about your finances first because you buy cheap, it's like buy twice. But yet, if you throw a lot at it to start and you decide this really isn't for me, you've got a £10,000 worth of gear, like an associated buggy, light bulbs, chargers, and set. Handsets have all the adjustments these days. They're phenomenal. They do things that like the old Acoms and Futabas would never do back in the 80s and 90s. Um, so it's all digital these days. Um, So you've got to weigh that up before you start. You're better off sometimes if you've got a kid, you're just better off getting a ready to run buggy and then giving that a go and then sell that off and progress up that way. So you can pull back some of your money from the ready to run and then progress with your more competitive kits. Light bulbs are expensive these days, so just be careful. But you've got to have BRCA legal to go to a club anyway, and you've got to buy the license. Motocross, same thing. Get into it, have a go. It's like mini motos are absolutely crap. Stomps are crap; they fall apart. So if you're gonna learn, if you've got a youngster, get something like a KTM 50 or a KX 50, anything like that, or 65, anything like that. Just to start up slowly and go from there, up to 80s and then 125s and so on. And, over the years, you will throw a lot of money at it. But if your child is into that and they progress competitively, their outcome could be good. They could be sponsored, they could be racing for a team, and, they'll make a name for themselves. Like a lot of kids, they get spotted and financially they don't get the opportunity. Some others, they're up there with the finances, they get spotted, and they have the opportunity. They have the backing of the parents, they have the sponsor, the parents have the vans, the trucks, and they can go places. So it's all about weighing it up. Okay, like my competitive bike racing started when I was 22, and then I progressed that way through motocross and supermoto with my best friend Brian Ali, and we've done that for a long time. But obviously, that being said, my children came along, and I had to knock on my head for a while. But now my kids have grown up. I've got a chance to go back to it competitively, and I'm going to have a go at that. So I'm just going to round it up now. If you want to be competitive, you have to be financially well off. If you just want to have a bit of playtime, do a track day on your bike. If you just want to do some RC, buy a ready to run, a cheap one, have a go down on a football field. If you don't like it, you can always sell it on Facebook Market or something. But if you want to be competitive, go to a club, have a chat with the club manager or whoever's running the competitive days, and then go from there with it. But if you want to get something pretty good, like a Losi or an associated car, go to Model Sport in the UK because they are probably the best shop around. Okay, so that's me rounding off today's chat. Take care, everyone. Bye.